Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Throwing the slant pattern here complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 1st down, Brady. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he's brought down. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Throw left side complete. It's Olsen. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The quarterback gets to him and drops him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. This offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Thomas. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fighting his way through contact. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bears take over. Nothing on the scoreboard. 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. And coming out now, the Broncos. Throwing to start the drive. Thomas. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll have Larry Ridley's highlights, but points obviously hard to come by in this first half. Larry will be in Orlando with our... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To throw on second down, Thomas. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Walker in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick is indeed good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make them...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On first down, Thomas. Dancing to his left. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? So the Broncos coming out now. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That one goes for 24 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get...
Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own try. Now following the touchdown, here comes this offense back out onto the field as they will take over with a 1st and 10. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Now Thomas throwing to start the drive. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep him here.
Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Fresh set of downs here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this.
So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And even though that last drive yielded points, it was a long field goal, so they probably weren't too upset about it. Although here, obviously, they'd like to give up 0.
Of course, that's the goal each and every time out. But when they make that time.
Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They have played a really good game. They're just looking for one final stop here and celebrate this victory.
And if you're on offense, you don't want them to have that satisfaction. You know that you're not going to win the game.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And coming out now, the Broncos. They've played a great game. I guess the only thing they would really have hoped for other than this outcome would have been a shutout, but they've got a lot to hang their hat on.
They really do, and you don't get that very often anyway.
Well, Charles, the forecast...
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Thomas now on 1st and 10. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Thomas looking to throw on 2nd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time. Thomas on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw is Thomas. Throwing on 1st down. Man open left side. It's Williams. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Brony sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And he'll be out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket. He
finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Thomas.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Give him 30 yards there. Throwing on 1st down. Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes us down deep into Cleveland territory. A gain of 32 that time. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now Thomas to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. 1st and goal. Back to throw. Thomas. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Pick it up 2nd quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. Thomas now throwing to start the drive. They had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they dropped it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
A big 30-yard play on third. Here's Thomas. From the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Thomas operating from the gun. He's going to fire one deep up. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend.
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. But first, it's indeed time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Right now, we've got a tie game, and that just means exciting football for us in the second half, as we'll have two teams playing 2 quarters to decide a winner. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Chargers with possession halfway through 1. Thomas is on target here, and he'll be tackled at the 36-yard line. Sticking with the same drive. Here the pass goes into the end zone, and that is a house call. Trailing now by just a touchdown. Midway through the second quarter, Williams has got the catch here on the quick pass, and he counts off the 7-play drive with the score. The Chargers down by 7. Now to late in the first half, Thomas is going to complete the pass from the gun, and he'll be tackled at their own 44-yard line. Staying late in the half. Here a throw deep down the field is caught, and he'd cap off the 8-play drive with a TD.
All right, Larry, as you just showed us, plenty of action on the scoreboard, but all tied as we get set for the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. Right now, we're all even. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. To throw is Thomas on 1st and 10. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Looking to throw. Thomas. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. And
this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Well, it was 3rd and 1. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause seconds of the action. A timeout here defensively. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Thomas on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Looking to throw on second down. Thomas. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for him.
The 4th quarter now in Oakland, and that one belonging to the Buccaneers. Jameis Winston, 2 touchdown passes in the W. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the home team here, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have 2 teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Packers going up against the Lions. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Tonight, we'll have the final 2 games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go now.
Back to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackler.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own. We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. So out now come the Lions. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They find some open field here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jarrett Davis leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. So here come the Lions now. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 38-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Back to throw again. Got it complete to West. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed. Drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the third quarter. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now let's go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. And now running right through it. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down. So we're in the third quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over with a 1st and 10. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Now a play fake here on 1st down. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go now.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the 3rd quarter.
All right, here we go.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Back now at Ford Field. It's trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They'll set up a throw. And some room to maneuver. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got room. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 21. And it'll be 1st down Lions. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Newton. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from... A good spot to be in for this defense. They'll head back out, protecting a big lead here in this 4th quarter of play. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. He'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football. But not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. Now a desperate into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. So after the INT, it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo. Usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. On that quick throw, what do you think? Possibly something they saw at the line to go there?
Possibly in the game plan. And you notice they went with an empty backfield. No backs there to help with pass protection. So you have to have a counter to that because you know they're probably going to bring pressure when they see an empty backfield. So you get rid of the ball quickly. Quick drop, ball's out of the quarterback's hands, keeps it from getting hit, and they get a completion.
Brady going to throw. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. Brady to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
No, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happened...
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback, taking it in from 7 yards. So the football football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. So
the name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Brady going to try and throw on third down. Eluding the pressure. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones able to drop him for a loss of 12. And it'll be fourth down. They do go for it. It's Brady. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Broncos a first down.
So the awareness.
Oh, yeah, this is one of those situations defensively. You're just counting on getting the football back.
No doubt about it. You've already projected yourself to the bench and with a little bit of smile on your face for having stopped them. And now you've got to regroup and play again. Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Shotgun now for Brady. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Room to run inside the 40. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Olsen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first down, Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Brady now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Olsen. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. They went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Brady going to go on fourth down. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. The Broncos unable to convert here. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. Throwing on first down is Brady. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time. Brady now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Olsen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. On first and 10, here's Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go.
Brady now on first down. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down? We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Throwing now is Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chris Jones in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Second down following the incompletion. To throw is Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Olsen. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All right, so now then, the field goal puts you back with it. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. He's back to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
The storm windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.